Hello everyone, welcome back to Wes's Side Story. Today I'm with Rosie. I gotta replace the four-wheel drive selector assembly in here. It had broken off on me, so that's what we're gonna be doing today. Thank you for tuning in. Here we go. Alright, and this goes up to the gear, the four-wheel drive gear. Right. There's where it's broke. Hopefully I can get that out without hurting that rubber grommet. Let's see, so we're gonna go ahead and take this 1/2 inch nut off here. All right, so there you got a 1/2 inch nut off. So from there, we need to knock that bolt out so we can get this shaft out of here. And that goes up to your shifter in the floorboard of your truck for your four-wheel drive selection. Right. All right, so as I was trying to get that bolt out, I just started tapping on the side of this, and the shifter is coming out. So this is about to fall. Oh my goodness. Sorry about that, y'all. Oh, okay. So that just fell out of there. So see? Cool. All right. Good deal. I think that only goes in one way, so that's fine. Up there is a T50 or a 1-inch nut right here. All right, T50 or 1-inch, and that's gonna give your pivot bolt out. Okay, so 1-inch or T50. All right, y'all, I kinda skipped a few steps. Well, not really. After I took this off the manual shifter, it came to get this part off, which is connected to, let's see, this goes up in here like, basically like that in the truck. And this has a little flat piece of metal connected to the actual shifter for the transfer case. Well, so for this part, I took a pair of pliers and I was able to just kind of, let me see, kind of squeeze this part out with the other thing. So I took the other piece of metal and put the top of this in here, and I put pressure and I was able to squeeze and push this plus this rubber grommet off and out. I did break the rubber grommet doing that right there, but that's okay. I think this will still work and serve its purpose for what it's used for. Basically what I'm gonna do is make sure there's no like rough edges on it, and I'm gonna put axle grease both inside of it and on the outside right here, and it will go up on this part right here, which you see. The other one has kind of been deteriorated, so getting it off was a lot easier, I'm sure, than this one gonna be going in. But all right, so I got that far, and this rubber piece will go on there. Rubber piece will go on there, and this is a grommet plastic little grommet, or maybe it was rubber at one time, I'm not sure. All right, I got that axle greased up, and I'm just using Mobil 1 synthetic grease. So now for my little grommet to go on there, I'll just go ahead and push that down on there. All right, there we go. I recommend not using a damaged one if you can help it, but mine got damaged when I was taking it off, so it is what it is. It's now on there, and the grease is on there, and it's flowing pretty good. So when I go put it back in the other metal piece, I will also grease it. So, but I still got to take this bolt out of the truck. All right, now that I can see in here, wow, this has to come out. All right, so there's what my problem was on this. And this is a 1-inch bolt. I'm sorry I did not film that. I think Hercules put these on. All right, there we go. I'm ready to put the other one back on. This is a T50 or a 1-inch wrench. Now I'm gonna take the new bolt and I'm gonna put some grease on the little plastic bushings that they want to go in here. Oh, crap. All right, you guys, I'm so sorry. I did not film this, but I greased the plastic pieces and everything that go in that. That's the bottom of the shifter. That is a 1/2-inch bolt that goes through there. All right, let's see. Try to film this. That one. That is your pivot bolt right here. The new one was a 15/16 for this new assembly right here. And you literally have to use a wrench. I couldn't get a socket in here. I couldn't get the T50 in here. I don't know if I just didn't have the right tool or if you were supposed to drop it off the truck. I don't know. This part right here has a plastic like grommet on it. You do want to try to save that. I took a pair of pliers like this and I squeezed it out of the grommet the first time, and then I just now squeezed it back in. But that is the last step. So you want to get your pivot bolt in first, then tighten up your shifter lever up in the truck. Make sure that this is lined up before you do those. And I would line these up as I was tightening that and make it a lot easier. This is the last thing that you do, okay? So if this breaks on you, if this assembly is broken and you need to get home or you're stuck in four-wheel drive, this shifter right here, all the way back is two-wheel drive. So like your rear wheels are there, push that all the way back at the top and it'll click into two-wheel drive. All right, so it's two-wheel drive, and then up forward it's 4 high, again it's neutral, and then again it's 4 low. Okay, I'm so sorry I didn't show the work on this, guys. I've literally been, well, I'll tell you what happened. This guy right here is what happened. So just using a 1-inch wrench, and this thing was so seized on the truck, I was literally fighting it the entire time. And you see how long this bolt is. I was maybe getting quarter turns to half turns each time I turned this, and it literally took me hours to take this bolt out, maybe an hour. I'm telling you, I don't know, I don't even understand how, but it is like dark already. I haven't worked on it all day. I did take a break. See, this part was still good, and it snapped off right there because this part got seized. This is a pivot, so this goes on here like that. Well, something like that. Oh, I got it backwards. All right, this goes on here like this, and that pivots, or is supposed to pivot, so that means this is supposed to move. And the pivot on this one has worn out or seized up. There's no grease in it. You see people online putting grease fittings in these. I probably should have put one on this one, but shoot, that one lasted 30 years. All right, that's pretty much it on this one. Ow. It's too dark out here. Yeah, buddy, check it out. Oh, crap. I got it all good and golden now. Oh, man. See, it won't move. Well, it moves a little bit, but it is what it is. It's working, that's all that matters. Too low. 4 high, push down in neutral, and push down, pull back, 4 low.